Fi'l mudari is this verb encompasses two periods, the present and the future, including the continuous form. What is the meaning of that? So he does, he is doing, or he will do. So all these three scenarios are covered by this pattern. Okay. Are you able to hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So how do we say that? We say yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'aluna, af'alu, naf'alu. What is the meaning of yaf'alu? He does. And
Yes.
Or he will do.
yaf'aluna, they
Yeah.
do. If I say fa'ala, what is the meaning of fa'ala?
He did.
He
Did.
did. That means that's the past tense.
Past
When
tense.
we say yaf'alu, he does, he is doing, or he will do. You can draw all these three messages from it depending on the context of the sentence or your intent of when are you saying that. Is that clear? Okay. So the next thing we looked at, the second set was nasara, khalaka, razaka, zakara, shakara. Now, what do we know about this set? We know that we talked about it briefly, and today later on in the session, I'm going to talk about it again, that verbs have families. Now, when you think of a family, you cannot think of mazi itself. It has to be both madi and mudari. Okay, so and by the time I explain it to you, then you will know what that means. So nasara, khalaka, razaka, zakara, shakara, these are the mazi formats of nasara, khalaka. When they go into mudare, they change their harakat. And how does that happen? We'll take a look at that. Okay, so dakhala mean he entered. Abada mean he worshipped. Kafara mean he denied. He became ungrateful. He disbelieved. We looked at kafara recently when we were doing the translation from Surah Luqman. Okay. The dukhul and mudkhal is the masdar. Masdar is the name of the action. Okay. So the meaning of dakhala is he entered. Dakhalu, they entered. If you want to translate that, or if you want to say that in future tense or present tense, you're going to say yadkhulu, yadkhuluna, tadkhulu, tadkhuluna, adkhulu, nadkhulu, hiya tadkhulu. So I'm doing the TPI. I can't see myself. I don't know how effective it is right now, but you guys let me know if you can see if I need to do better than that. Okay. So let's do it together. Yadkhulu, yadkhuluna, tadkhulu, tadkhuluna, adkhulu, nadkhulu, hiya, tadkhulu. Okay. That means he enters, or he is entering, or he will enter. Yadkhuluna, they enter, they are entering, or they will enter. You got the meaning, right? So the next word is abada. Abada mean he worshipped. How do we remember this? Ibada is the name of the action. The person who is doing the ibada, his name is abid. The person, when you say abid, that means he is the worshipper. Ma'bud is the person or the thing we worship. So in our case, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our ma'bud. Yeah. And Surah Fatiha, Iyaka na'budu. We worship you alone and we ask you for help alone. Okay. Remember these from the previous sessions. Okay. So how do we say he worships or he's worshiping or he will worship? So we're going to say ya'budu, ya'buduna, ta'budu, ta'buduna, abudu, nabudu, hiya, ta'budu. Is that making sense? Some feedback will help me. Just maybe one or two brothers can unmute their mic and just participate with me. So far, so good?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Okay. So kafara is he denied or he showed ungratefulness. The person or the file, the name is kafir. When we saying kafir, we are saying kafir is a person who is a disbeliever or he denied in the existence of Allah or he showed ungratefulness. The plural of kafir is kafiruna. Now, is kafiruna, what status is that? That is a rafa. Kafirina, that is the status of nasab or jar, depending on in what context we are using it. What is kuffar? Anybody?
Plural or kafir?
Plural of
Kafir, right? So this is one exceptional word. If you go back few sessions back, I said a plural is of two kinds. One of them is sound plural, and one of them is broken plural. Remember that part? Okay. So
Yes.
the sound
Yes.
plural is kafiruna. When you look at it, the whole word or the all three root letters kafir are in the part of jama without breaking anything or leaving their order. Yeah. But look at the kuffar. Do you see there is a difference now between kafiruna and kuffar? The order of the root letters changed by addition or deletion, and it takes a new shape. That is called a broken plural. What is it called?
broken plural.
Okay. So for example, masjid. Have you heard masjiduna anytime?
No.
Do you,
No.
when we talk about more than two masjid, do we say masjiduna or we say masajid?
Masajid.
Masajid.
Masajid. So masajid is the broken plural format. So some of the words are, they have sound plural and some of them has broken plural. Now there is a ground rule, and you will notice that if it is a quality, okay, if it is telling you about a quality, the most likely the jama will be jama salim or the sound plural. But if it's the name of that thing, right? For example, masjid is not a quality, it's actually name of a place. Yeah,
Yes.
agree? In that case, the jama most likely will be broken plural. For example, kalam. Do you see kalamuna or you see aklamun? Okay. Another example, kitab. Is kitab a quality or it's a name of a thing?
Name of a thing.
Name
So
of
it's not gonna be kitabuna. It's gonna be kutub. You
Kutub.
understand? So if and the name of the thing is called isme zat. Zat, for example, I am Abid. So my isme zat is Abid. Like that's my name, right? Isme zat will be that I'm a man, Admi, I'm a human. That is another isme zat. The actual name of the thing or a person, that is, like for example, kitab, then the plural will be broken plural. But if it's a quality, like if I say saleh or momin or kazib, somebody who lies. So it's going to be salihuna, kazibuna, or kafiruna. You get the idea?
Yeah.
Let me move on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So how do we make the mudari of kafara? Kafara means he disbelieved in the past. Now he wants to say he disbelieves right now, or he will disbelieve in the future, or he is disbelieving. So yakfuru,
Yakfuru.
yakfuruna,
Yakfuruna.
takfuru,
Takfuru. Takfuruna.
takfuruna,
Akfur.
akfuru, nakfuru,
Nakfur.
hiya, takfuru.
Takfur.
Okay. So we talked about these. We said that there are families, and families come into existence when the Madi and Mudari, they marry each other. So the combination of their patrons creates a family. Okay. In the three root letter words or verbs, there are 6 families. Okay. And there are other families, but they have more than 3 root letters. We will talk about them at an advanced level. But in the beginning, we are dealing with specifically the 3 root letter verbs. And they are known as salasi mujarrad, meaning 3 root letters. Okay. How many families they have? 6. How many?
6
6.
family.
6.
And their names are basically given based on their root letters. Fataha, so there is the name of the family in Arabic is called Bab. What is it called?
Bab.
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 So I'm going to say this is Bab Fataha. is the first letter in Fataha is Fa? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So the simple name will be Bab Fa. Bab Fa mean it is a family of Fataha. Nasara, the short one will be Noon. Daraba, the short name will be Dad. Samia, the small name or short name will be Sin. Got it?
Yeah.
So repeat after me. Bab Fataha,
Bab Fatah.
Bab
Fataha.
Nasara,
Bab
Bab
Nasra.
Nasara.
Bab Daraba,
Bab
Bab
Daraba.
Daraba.
Bab Samia.
Bab
Bab
Sami'a.
Samia.
Okay. Now the question will be coming in your mind. Okay, how would I know the name of the family, or how would I know what am I dealing with? Okay, there are two ways to deal with that. Number one, when you learn Arabic and you use it day in, day out, some of those things become a second nature. You will learn by practice and experience. But if you don't get that far, then the other way and the only way is that you would have to rely on an Arabic dictionary. In an Arabic dictionary, when a word is given, there will be through three root letters provided, and right next to it in a bracket, either is going to say the name of the family or is going to have this short letter there. So if you see Fataha and in the bracket you see a small fa in there, that means this is the family of Fataha. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. At the moment, the khalaqa, this slide you see, all these words in purple belong to the family of Nasara. Okay. So when you say why Nasara, why not family of khalaqa? Because the people of the language, they decided to call them whatever they wanted to call them. Now our job is to listen to them and learn it and not question them that, hey, why didn't you call it Bab Khalaqa when it's the same thing as Nasara? They come up with this name, so we stick with it and we just follow it. So what is the pattern? Look at the pattern. It is Khalaqa in Madi. The first word, Khalaqa, Madi, that he created. Yeah. When you make Mudare, it says Yakhluqu. Look what happened to the Kha. You added Ya,
Yeah.
which is the Alamat Mudare, and then you made the Kha Sakun, Sakina. And the Lam got the Dhamma, and the Kaf got the Dhamma. So Khalaqa Yakhluqu. You got it? Khalaqa
Yeah.
Yakhluqu. If you look at this pattern, then you can easily say, oh, this is from Bab Nasara.
So question here, brother
Yes.
Habib. Why is not Baf is not from Fataha and from Nasara?
Okay, for that, I would have to go to my camera and I'm coming to that, inshallah. So let's hold on to this thought and let's move on. The third set is Daraba, Zalama, Sabara, Ghafara. This is the family of Daraba. Just pay attention. Now look what happened. See what happened is Yad Ribu, Daraba, Yad Ribu. You see that? What was the quality of the Nasara?
It was
Yakhluqu.
Yakhluqu.
There was Dhamma on the Lam and there was a Dhamma on the Kaf. Agree?
Yes.
Yeah. So is Daraba Yadribu. So in the Madi is still Daraba. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But in the Mudare, the pattern is changing. And I will explain to you why. So Dariba Yadribuna or Darabu Yadribuna Tadribu Tadribuna Adribu Nadribu Tadribu. Okay. So far so good.
Yep.
Okay. Zalama is also from the family of Daraba. Okay. So what does that mean? Yazlimu, Yazlimuna, Tazlimu, Tazlimuna, Azlimu, Nazlimu. Is that making sense? If it's the
Yeah,
pattern of
makes
Daraba,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
then if I say, okay, your root letters are Zod or Zol, Zoi, Lam, and Mim, and then your pattern is Daraba. So you know what to make.
Yeah.
Agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's quickly go
Jazakallah.
over this. Sabara, Sabir, Inna Allaha ma sabirin, Yasbiru, Yasbiruna, Tasbiru, Tasbiruna, asbiru, nasbiru, tasbiru. Okay, I'm going a little bit fast because I think we did that last time also. Okay, ghafara, same thing. Yaghfiru, let me look at the time. Okay, so this set was from the family of daraba. Making sense?
Yeah.
We looked at in the very first session fataha. In this session, we looked at the nasara and daraba, and now we're going to look at the samja. Pay attention with me. We said in Fi'l Madi, we have the letter fa and letter lam. Yeah. Tell me, does the haraka on letter fa and letter lam change?
No.
No, right?
Yeah.
The haraka in Fi'l Madi on fa and lam does not change. What is capable of changing?
The haraka on the second letter.
On the ayn letter, yeah? The
Ayn letter.
haraka on the ayn letter is capable of changing. How many harakas in Arabic?
3.
3.
3. So look at the first 3. First 3 are fatha, fatha, fatha. Got it?
Yeah.
Can you see this?
Yes.
Fatha, fatha, fatha.
Fatha.
Okay. The next possible haraka is what? Kasra?
Kasra.
Kasra, right? And what is the third possible combination?
Dhamma.
Dhamma. Okay, so when Fi'l Madi was alone, it says, oh, I can only have Fatha, Kasra, or Dhamma. But when they marry with Mudare, the Mudare says, no, 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 no. When you have Fa'ala, when you have Fatha, I can have either of the 3 variations in me. Meaning, when you are Fa'ala, I could be Yaf'ulu. You see what is the haraka here? You guys see that pattern?
Dhamma.
Dhamma. And when it's fa'ala, Mudare said, I can choose to be a kasra. Yeah.
Yes.
And he says, okay, in the third variation, I could also have a fatha.
Yes.
So in Mudare, all 3 patterns in front of Madi are different. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the first pattern, is it different when you look at them together? Is fa'ala yaf'ulu different than fa'ala yaf'ilu?
Yes.
Yes.
And what about fa'ala yaf'alu?
Yeah, that's different,
Yep.
but it's the correct one.
If you look at Madi alone, you're gonna say, brother Khalid said earlier, brother Abid, why is daraba, nasara, fataha, and in the mudare is yansuru, yadribu, and yaftahu? Because when they marry, they made some ground rule. The mudare said to Madi, okay, when you are fa'ala, I am willing to take up to 3 different positions. It's up to me. And every position I take, let's call them another family or a child, right? So when it is fa'ala yaf'ulu, they took the example of nasara. Nasara yansuru, then it means he helped, he helps. Then they call it family of Nasara.
Nasara.
What do they call it? Family of Nasara.
Nasara.
Similarly, when it was fa'ala yaf'ilu, they took the example of daraba yadribu.
Yadribu.
What happens? The alamat mudare is ya, the second letter, which is the fa letter, becomes the sakun, and the ain letter take the kasra. And the last letter is still dhamma. So it becomes daraba yadribu. So if I give you 3 root letters, and I tell you this is family of daraba, what is the pattern comes to your mind? Daraba
Yadribu.
yadribu.
Jadrubu.
Okay. Fa'ala yaf'alu, that will be fataha. How many families we have covered so far?
3.
3. How many total we have?
6.
6. Okay. Then when Madi was in Kasra, Mudare said, I am going to have up to 2 choices. When you are Kasra, I can take up to 2 places. Meaning, I could either be fa'ila yaf'alu, or I could be fa'ila yaf'ilu.
Yaf'ilu.
And then the pattern which was fa'ila yaf'alu was samia, yasma'u. You see that? Samia, yasma'u. When it was hasiba, it was yahsibu.
Yes, sir.
Making sense?
Hmm.
So this is a marriage contract going on between Madi and Mudari. Okay? And then when it was Madi was Fa'ula, Yafulu said, Mudari said, okay, I can only have one pattern, which is Yafulu. I'm not going to give you more trouble. I'm going to stick with Yafalu. And with that, they have the example of Karuma Yakruma. Is that making sense? Okay. So based on that, we will come back to this again. Now look at this. I have this family here. What is it called? Nasara.
Nasara.
What is it called?
Nasara.
Also.
Family
Nasara.
of Nasara.
So this Arabic word Mada means the three root letters. What do they mean by Mada? The root letters are three. So, and I'm not talking about this Amar, Isme File, Isme Maful, Masdar yet because I don't want to confuse you. I just want you to focus on this. So, if this is the family of Nasara, and I gave you the word, the root letters Ba, Lam, Ghain, what will be the Mazi?
Yan,
Balagha.
yeah,
Balaga.
Balagha.
Balag.
What will be the Mudare?
Yablughu.
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 Do you see what happened here? You are just substituting the words, the root letters into the pattern of Madi and Mudare. Do you understand what I'm trying to do here? So what is Taraka?
Taraka. Yatruku.
Taraka. Yatruku. Can everybody say it with me so that you get your tongue used to saying it? Balagha yablughu.
Balagha.
Balagha.
Yablughu.
Balaga
Yablughu.
yablughu.
Taraka yatruku.
Taraka.
Taraka
Yatruku.
yatruku.
Hashara yahshuru.
Hashara.
Hashara
Yahshuru.
yasharu.
Yahshuru.
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 So if you see a noon or nasara and the three root letters are given to you, you follow this pattern. Nasara yansuru. Okay. So now let's look at the next one. Let me give you the next one. If it's daraba, then what is the pattern for Madi?
Daraba.
Daraba.
Yadribu.
Yadribu.
Okay. So if I give you ha mim lam, then you will become
Hamala.
hamala. Madi will become hamala, and then
Amala.
mudari will
Yahmilu.
become.
Yahmil.
Yahmilu.
So in order to provide you that hint that okay, if this was hidden from you, you don't know what to do with this. Agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have to provide you this dod or daraba so that you can make this pattern. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So in this lesson, I just want you to get your head around this concept, and you will get this with more practice. So I'm gonna share this slide with you, inshallah, after the class, and you guys practice it. Now look at the next one. Fataha. Fataha, when the family is fa'ala yaf'alu.
Yaf'alu.
Fa'ala yaf'alu.
Yaf'alu.
When you are dealing with a family, you cannot just look at one Madi. You have to look at the pair, Madi and Mudari. Okay, keep that in mind. That's a very key concept here. If you are going to look at Fataha and just think about Madi, then you're going to say, oh, what is the difference between Nasara, Daraba, Fataha? There is no difference because they all have Fatah on all three. Yeah, you only see the difference when you look at the Madi counterpart. Got it? So I was saying to you that when we have Madi, yeah, when we have Madi, we have three possible variation. Fa, a, la. Yeah.
Yes.
We have also fa,
Ila.
Ilu.
ila,
Fa'ila.
right? And then we also have fa,
Fa'ula.
ula. Yeah. So this was fine, but when the mudare came in the picture, he said, okay, when you have fa'ala, I can have
Yaf'alu.
yaf, ulu,
Yaf'ulu.
I can have
يفعل.
Yaf'ilu. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can have
يفعل.
yaf'alu. Yeah. For this, they chose noon, sad, ra as an example. Sad. Nasa, ra, yan,
سور.
suru. Then that becomes bab nasara, or short for noon.
No.
Is it making more sense now
Yes.
when I do it this way? Okay, then they took the example of dad,
ضرب.
ba.
ba.
So that becomes daraba,
ضرب يضرب.
yad,
Re-
ribu. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah? So then they call it bab, daraba,
Dar.
or in the bracket they said dot.
That.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When they took yaf'alu, they took the fa,
ta.
ha, and ha. So that becomes fataha,
tahu.
tahu. They call it bab,
Fatah.
fataha, or in the bracket they call it fa.
Fa.
Okay. If that is the case, then I can say, okay, Jim, Jim, Ain, Lam. And the pattern is this. So what is your mind going to say? You're going to say, okay, this is
Fataha.
Ba Fatah, right? Ba Fatah.
Fataha.
Fatah.
And my root letters are Jim, Ain, Lam.
Lam.
Yeah. So I'm going to make my pattern first. So Madi is,
Ja'ala.
Ja'ala.
I know, but I'm going with the basics. So I'm going
Yeah,
to say
Fataha,
Fataha is my
yaftah.
Mazi because I'm looking at Ba Fataha. This is how I want you to think. So then it's
Yaftahu.
going to be Yaftahu.
Ta.
Yaftahu. Now I'm going to put Jim, Lam, and Ain and Lam. That will become
Ja'ala.
Ja'ala. Got it? Then it becomes Yaj
Alu.
Alu. You see what I'm getting down with this? When you do it this way, in the beginning, your mind will start to put the two and two together, and then you'll start to see, oh, this is how I need to process this information. Now, for most people, this exercise is very challenging and their mind shut off. And they get so scared or they get so worried that they cannot function at all. They cannot get past this. While I'm telling them that, hey, take it like a game. This is, if I was playing a game, so this is my rule. My rule is that Nasara is one rule. And the rule tells me if his Madi is going to be Fa'ala and in Mudari is going to be Yafulu.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as I remember this rule, doesn't matter. As long as this rule is there, you can give me any three root letters. Tell me the name of the family. I am going to start with this pattern. I'm going to substitute my new root letters in there and get done with it. Okay, so quickly, since time is running out, when it was fa'ila, Mudare said, oh, I'm going to have two options. I'm going to be either yaf ilu, or I'm going to be yaf
Alu.
alu. Yeah. But when it was only faula, he said, okay, I'll stick with one. Yaf.
Ulu.
Okay. So this will become Bab Samia, Bab Hasiba. This is Bab
Sami'a.
Samia, and this Bab Hasiba.
Hasiba.
This is Bab Karuma.
Karuma.
Karuma. Okay. So in the bracket, it will be short kaf. It's going to be bracket will be ha, and this bracket will be seen. Okay. So remember these 6 families. Inshallah, this will increase your knowledge quite a bit.